Hey there everybody, how's it going? Nice to see you again. Thanks for tuning in. So today, what I want to do is I want to take DXO Photolab 9 with the film pack 8, I believe it is, and I'm going to make a preset because with the Sony files, I tend not to use the JPEGs as much. Usually I shoot JPEG and RAW, but with the Sony, I don't know if I'll keep doing that because the JPEGs aren't much help. So there is that. So anyway, also this video is more along the lines of what I would put up at on my Patreon channel, and so this is kind of a preview of what's up at Patreon. And if you like this kind of content and if you found this helpful, consider checking out my Patreon channel and becoming a member over there. So far it's doing really well, and there's good content up there already, and you might find it interesting. Or if you prefer YouTube, just give me a subscribe. That helps me out tremendously, and I really appreciate it. So let's get to it. Okay, making a preset in DXO Photolab 9 is really straightforward. So here's the, this is like the thumbnail page, the photo library. And we'll come up here. I've already started playing with this image. We'll hit reset up here, so that's back to 100% how it came out of the camera. And let's do this. So the first thing that I would do here, I would come over here to the color page, and or the color tabs, and I would come over here to black and white film, and then you have all these different film styles to choose from, which is really cool. My favorite is Tri-X 400 because it's punchy and it's what I like. And so this is a relatively flat image, and that's what we've got. So the other thing I would do, and I wouldn't do this right away, I would get my tonality and everything, but this is for a preset, and so I know that I'm going to split tone it. So I come over here to split toning. Sepia is good. I'm going to bring this down to 10 for a preset, and what this is doing is it's making the highlights give it that sepia orangish creamy color. And what we're going to do is, right now it's 50-50 split between the highlights and the shadows. The sepia is the highlights, the gold here, which I want to be selenium, would be the shadows. I want more highlights than shadows, so I'm going to bump this up to 65. So the midpoint threshold between shadows and highlights is more weighted towards the highlights, so more of the sepia, less of the selenium. I bring the selenium down to 10 also. It's a very subtle shading. And there it is. Okay, that's selenium tone. It gives it kind of a warm tone. All right, back to this. So I want a little bit of a curve here. I'm going to bump that, bring this down a wee bit, and then bring these down a wee bit. This is going to come here a little bit, and this is going to go up there a little bit. So something like that. That for a preset, that's the curve I would want. Maybe a little less of this. There we go. All right, and then all of this would be something I would mess with on the individual image. The selective tone and the clear view plus. Yeah, clear view plus can be. It's not something I would want. Smart lighting, yeah, I mean it's good, but it's easy to just turn it on and off. I don't think I want it as a preset. And then, of course, cropping. We're going to come up here. We're going to crop. We always want to, well, we don't always want to, but the majority of it is going to be square, and right in the middle is fine because we can move it around a little bit. If we turn the tool on, we can see what we got. Well, yeah, let's do it kind of about like yo, because that's how I'm going to compose it in the field. Now, what's nice about this is you can move it around afterwards, but that's what I want for a preset, and we'll close that. And that's pretty much all the stuff that I want to do. Add grain, yeah, maybe a little grain. Current profile, that's good. Auto set like medium, adjust the current crop, and there we go. So that would be my preset right there. And I'm going to come up here, new preset from image settings. That's what I want. The new preset is going to be B and W square. That's what we're going to call that. And we're going to create it. And there we go. And it was just that easy. So now we get to test this. Come over here. And what we're going to do is we're going to get this image here. We're going to open it up. Image, apply preset, all these presets, B&W square, bingo, there we go. So that's it. And then I can come up here and adjust like so. Boost the midtones, move shadows a little bit. You know, anyway. So there it is. That's how you make a preset in DXO Photolab 9. It's just that easy. And so again, this is the kind of content, but more in depth. I'm going to take this video, I'm going to add to it and go over my images from my trip on Patreon. And you can see all the images I took and the ones I like, etc., etc. I'm working on a new book for 2026. And this is the beginning because it's January and this was the first trip of the year. So so that'll all be up on Patreon. If you want to, if that interests you at all, check out my Patreon channel. And as always, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. Number one way to help out a small channel is hit that subscription. Costs you nothing and really helps me out tremendously. And other than that, we'll see you out there. Have a great one. Bye.